What's up? I told you I'm going to bring you a lot of content in 2019. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Today we're going to talk about how I lost 70 pounds and I still wasn't happy. What is up, you guys? It's Anthony Monda, and before we get into today's topic, I want to let you guys know that we're going to be doing a YouTube Q&A here soon. So make sure you post all of your questions, any question, down in the comment section, okay? So I'll be doing a video on it here in a couple days. I'll be sure to let you guys know on Instagram, and I'm also going to put up something on Instagram for you guys to ask questions, so make sure you're following me on there as well. As always, with all of my Q&As, with anything, you can ask me anything. I'm an open book, so fitness, personal, literally anything you want to know about me, fitness, literally anything. You could never ask something that I would be like, well, I'm just going to ignore that, or, you know, hey, chill, man. Hey, I don't care about any of that. I'll answer anything. So ask any of your questions down in the comment section, and there will be a video soon addressing every single one of them. Okay, so thank you guys again for tuning into today's video. And as you see by the title, I'm going to be talking about why basically losing weight doesn't make you happy. And that's kind of like a hot take, because for, you know, most of society, most of the community, losing weight and being more happy is very synonymous, right? We think, you know, once we lose weight, we're automatically going to become a better person. We're going to be more loving, caring, giving. We're going to have more confidence. You know, that anxiety is going to go away. We're going to be totally fine in social situations. I'm here to tell you, from my personal experience and from many others who have lost weight, that is so false. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, that sucks. That's kind of why I'm doing this whole thing, right? And I know that, and losing weight does help, and we're going to get to that in a second, so please stay tuned. Alright, so here's my practical experience of why I lost 70 pounds and I still wasn't happy. So it basically, my fitness journey started off when I was 16 and I was 260 pounds. I remember the first time I stepped on the scale, I had lost like 20 pounds and I was so excited. I was like, you know, completely amazed, happy, very proud of it. That lasted for a couple days. Then, like, you know, a couple days later, I'm like, let's see if I can lose like, you know, 20 more pounds, which is good, of course, but it's like, I obviously didn't become satisfied with losing 20 pounds, right? And then you kind of get the point. So like, it was like 10 pounds, and let's see if I can lose 10 more pounds. And then I started like my fitness and bodybuilding journey when I was like 18, and at first, you know, I just wanted some extra muscle, be a little stronger in the gym, so I did that, and that was cool. But then I was like, oh, let's see if I can get abs, right? And then I got abs, and then once I had abs, I was like, oh, let's see if I can, you know, have abs, be full, have all my muscles popping, my veins popping, and have abs while I'm sitting down. Like, it was just like one thing after another. But the reason nothing made me happy is because it was always a superficial quest, right? Now, I will say I'm happy that, like, I'm never, like, completely 100% satisfied. Like, I always want more, and I feel like you should have that mindset. But where that kills you is you start to ignore everything that's actually making you unhappy, right? Because when you're overweight, and this is going to make sense if you really, really think about it. When you're overweight, the extra body fat on you isn't the thing that's actually making you unhappy, right? Like, if it was that, like, none of us would start our weight loss journeys. It's because we're not confident. You know, we feel like when we go out into the public, we're getting stared at. It's because we have anxiety. It's because we feel, you know, weird when we're sitting down, and we're afraid to sit in certain seats because we don't want them to, you know, the legs to break beneath us and stuff like that. So it's like, it's not the actual body fat that's making you unhappy. It's the lack of confidence, the anxiety, all your insecurities, right? So if you're just losing weight, if you just ignore that and you're only focused on the physical part, you're still not going to be happy. And I made a tweet about this, and I thought it was, like, you know, very practical, and I thought it made a lot of sense. So I'm going to read it to you guys. And I also put it on Instagram. I said, losing weight or getting in shape won't inherently make you happy. However, when you go through the process, make sacrifices, and see yourself overcome adversity, it unlocks the potential for you to work on the things that are actually making you unhappy. Let that sink in a second. I thought that was a pretty dope quote. And let me explain that. So, like I said, being overweight isn't actually making you unhappy. It's the qualities of your life that you're unhappy about. It's your insecurities. So when you lose weight, it does nothing about those things, like just losing weight, right? But when you see yourself go through that process, when you do something hard like that, when you do something where you have to make sacrifices, where you have to spend time, where it's not instant gratification, you're like, okay, well, if I can do that, like I can increase my confidence, right? Like, okay, how can I increase my confidence? Go on YouTube, search it up, and then kind of go through that process. And you realize, because losing weight is such a slow gratification process, you start to realize that anything worthwhile in life is going to take a long time, and it's also going to take longer than you probably expected. And there's going to be, a lot of peaks and valleys. I'm sure if you're on your weight loss journey right now, you've had some really bad days, maybe bad weeks, bad months, but you bounce back, right? And if you're watching this, and if you're not, you still want to bounce back. So it's like it's always there. So it's like, if you don't actually work on the mental side of the transformation when you're actually losing weight, you're gonna lose all that weight, and you're gonna be the same person that you were when you were overweight, except you're gonna look different, right? So when you figure out that you can go through a hard process, that's not gonna kill you, you're not gonna like struggle to the max. You have the confidence now to work on things that are actually making you unhappy. Okay. So whether that's, anxiety, like social situations, everything we talked about, right? You now have the confidence to go and work on those things. And then once you work on those things, then you're actually going to start to become happy. And that's why I say I lost 70 pounds and I still wasn't happy, is because I didn't really focus on anything like that. And that's why I'm such a big proponent of the mental side of the fitness journey now, is because I realize how important it is. Like, who cares about losing weight if you can't go be like an awesome family member, awesome friend, or awesome person in society, right? Like, we're so much more than our appearance. Our self-worth is not our appearance. You know what I mean? Like, if you're watching this, you're probably an awesome brother, mother, father, son. Like, people care about you, not just how you look. So like, that's not your self-worth. But when you go through a process to lose weight, when you realize it's going to take some time, then you start to think, okay, well, I'm not confident. Like, how can I change that too? Because I was overweight and I changed that. So like, how can I become more confident? Okay, I'm going to hold myself in a different manner. My posture is going to be up. I'm going to bring positive vibes around people. I'm going to be willing to talk to new people so I can struggle through that process of fumbling around my words. And then, in the end, I'm going to be confident talking to anyone. But you realize it's not a weak process. You can't do a 30-day confidence challenge, right? So, don't just think losing weight's automatically going to make you happy. You constantly have to work on here. I'm telling you, please listen to me, right? Because I learned the hard way. I lost all that weight, and I was still the same person I was before. So I was lazy, unmotivated. I wasn't very caring. I was selfish. And those are all things I was before I lost weight, but nothing changed except I had less body fat on me. I mean, really take that in, right? If you don't work on all those things, you're going to be the same exact person, and you're probably still going to be, you're still not going to be confident. You're still going to be insecure. You're still going to have all those insecurities, but they're going to rear their ugly head because everyone's going to be like, you lost all this weight. Why aren't you happy? It's just like, I don't know. You got to take the time to work on those things as well. And the beauty of it is, since I'm letting you guys know this, you can work on it while you're losing weight, right? It's like, it's the same process to get better at any skill or to break any insecurity. You got to work on it. You're bad at public speaking. You got to go talk to more people in public. It's like, and you start to learn that from losing weight. It's like, how do I lose weight? Okay, I got to be in a caloric deficit. I got to work out a little bit. And then you do it. You realize you can't just take a tea or you can't just take some shakes and you're going to lose weight. So that directly applies to, you have to attack your insecurities. If you let them fester, if you let them hang around, they're gonna come back and bite you. No matter if you're ripped with a six-pack, if you're 3% body fat. But if you don't work on those insecurities, you are not going to be happy. If you don't find your purpose in life, if you don't find something that fulfills you outside of your appearance, outside of how you look, outside of the compliments people give you if you're looking good, you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to be happy. So I hope this made sense to you guys. It's just something I'm super passionate about, because it's like, what's the point of looking good if you don't actually feel comfortable in your body? If like you don't feel comfortable like going and talking to someone, you don't feel comfortable making new friends or getting up and just trying new things, right? You gotta work on this. I'm telling. If you learn one thing from me, and this is what I always preach, like, you gotta work on that mental side of the transformation as well. They go hand in hand, but when you put them together, like, it'll take you to new levels. Like, you'll be able to do stuff that you never ever thought. And then once I started working on those insecurities, like, I became so much more happy. Like, I'm not like so insecure about everything. Like, I don't care. I don't care what other people think. I don't care if someone has something bad to say about me. I'm like, cool. Like, I don't know. Losing body fat won't make you happy, but the struggle of losing body fat and showing yourself that you can do something difficult, showing yourself that you can put energy into something worthwhile, will allow you the perspective to know that you can work and you can change those insecurities. You guys are going to be fine, okay? Thank you again for listening. This is going to be awesome 2019. I got some more content for you guys coming soon. Make sure you ask those questions. I want like a ton of questions so we can have some awesome discussions, clear up any question you may have, statement, anything you've heard, I don't know. Ask me anything, like I said in the beginning of the video, right? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Talk to you soon.